So now we're gonna jump to another trailer, and then we're gonna wrap up the stream. Um, we It's actually a clip. They released, and Comic Con was last week, and they released some footage from New Mutants. Right. Now some other people watched this and reacted to it. This is like the first opening scene, I think, the first 2 minutes of the movie. Apparently, it might be kind of good or whatever. They trying to sell this New Mutants. Now, I don't know what they up to, but with the pandemic going on, ain't nobody gonna go see this shit.
Like, there's been this weird push from everyone in the industry to say, "Oh no, this gonna be in theaters. You gonna see this in theaters. Only in theaters, bro." You gotta
I feel
see
like
this.
they own something.
Yeah.
They got something up their sleeve. I think they gonna take it to streaming.
Yeah.
But they kind of. This is what I think they doing. I think they gonna kind of tell you it's gonna come out in theaters, and you be like, "Well, I'm not going to see that in theaters. What's so good about it?" They kind of get you kind of thinking about it, and then they gonna be like, "But because of the pandemic, we're gonna take it to Disney Plus just for you." Man, you gonna already do that because you know this movie was not finna make people go out and risk getting sick.
It's a decent scam. It's a decent scam. Like, because I know Universal, like, the reason they're putting that on all of their movies only in theaters is because they're trying to clap back on AMC and all of that.
Yeah, it's something going on there,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's a movie. I think they're gonna really try to start officially kind of opening the movies again, like in August, like when because they pushed back Tenet.
Yeah.
And that's the movie that I would probably risk to see. You know what I'm saying? Risk getting sick to see. Not New Mutants. I really don't want to go back to the movies until all this is really died down.
I mean, like, I got my mask and everything, so I guess I'm all right. But, it's like, definitely won't be spending no money on popcorn.
I'm not gonna be mad if they just switch to streaming. Yeah. If they say you can pay this to stream, like if the movie ticket price for streaming, they still make their money. You know what I'm saying?
Or if, and I don't know how likely this is to happen, or if they start prioritizing something like drive-ins, opening those back.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a risk though, but
I mean,
you in your car in your own thing, but
they in their car.
Right. You outside, but still, stream it. Give me the ticket price on the streaming. I'll do that so I can watch it at home.
Right. Instead of what they have been doing, where it's like if you want to stream a new movie, it's like $20.
Yeah, I know that's too high.
Like that ain't gonna happen, bro.
That case, I get like about 5 people over and charge everybody $5.
Right.
So I got to make $5 on that.
That's the thing I was thinking when they first started doing that was like, if you're gonna start streaming the movie and you want to make up your ticket prices, just drop the price.
Yeah, I mean at least to. It ain't $20 for one ticket, not for one person.
Right.
So at least give me one. They basically saying since we bringing it out early at home, we gonna jack the price up.
Right.
So the price is supply and demand. Since this is so in demand, we gonna jack the price up. Like, no, bro, I don't want to pay $20 for nothing.
It's like, look, do you have any idea how many people fit on my couch? Hell nah.
No, I'm just saying if I do that, I'm gonna invite a lot of people over. When they say you're supposed to have 10 people, right? More than 10 people. But anyway, I'm gonna invite some people over, and everybody gonna give me $5, and we can watch that movie. Anyway, all right. So we got this trailer for this first 2 minutes of the New Mutants, and we're gonna see if does it look good. Is it worth going out in a pandemic? Doubt it. But let's see. So the first 2 minutes of New Mutants. See what we got.
There's an old Native American proverb that says, "Inside every person, there are 2 bears, forever locked in combat for your soul. One bear is all things good, compassion, love, trust. The other is all things evil, fear, shame, and self-destruction."
What's happening? We have to run! As fast as we can!
Wait!
Don't let go of my hand! have to go help them.
No, Dad, please. Please don't leave me alone.
Danny, I have to go back. Stay here.
Watch it get tore up. Dumbass. I like how her eyes went up like, what the?
Is there someone up there in the?
Yeah, an event. Yeah. All right, that was the first 2 minutes of New Mutants. It looked kind of exciting. Looked kind of fun. What you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little jaded on voiceovers nowadays,
Yeah.
but I mean, effects look good. Definitely looks like they're keeping some of the horror aspect to it.
Right.
It looks a little Cloverfield.
Well, I mean, it was one of them where it wasn't a POV shot, but it was one of those one long shot kind of
Yeah.
deals. I think they kind of knew what they had, so they was like, let's show this to kind of get people in it. It looked it looked kind of fun. It looked what's the word I'm looking for? Exciting.
Yeah.
Kind of, now whether the whole movie kind of looked like that. I don't know, because it kind of looked like they took I forgot the director name, but they took the style of keeping the camera rolling and just have everybody in one shot and just kind of move the camera around.
Right.
You're gonna see a lot more of that because that worked.
Yeah.
And so now people just gonna start copying it. So you're gonna see that a lot more. But it was it looked kind of fun. It was we all knew what was gonna happen though when the dad said, "I'll be back. I'll be back."
I gotta go help the others. Don't
Help
you
them.
do it.
In this case, you need to help yourself.
Yeah.
Everybody for theyself right now. I'm sorry. In this case, everybody for theyself. And at the end of the day, when this is all over, whoever's left, we're gonna try to help you out.
But, like watching her track his trajectory through the air, bro. Oh,
I knew that was gonna happen though. I mean, like, come on, bro. Help them.
The only thing that would have made that more of a cliche scene is if they had put a Wilhelm scream in there. Like, that's all that was missing.
Yeah, it looks funny, but guess what? At the end of the day, I still don't want to go to the movie see it. Nice try. Nice try, but I do not. I'm not going to pay to see that.
You thought. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Like, that's the problem with this property. For one thing, they missed their window.
Yeah.
So they had an opportunity to get this out and get it in theaters, and nothing was going right for them. So
Yeah. I mean, in the midst of everything that's going on, it's a big mistake trying to bring this out in theaters because it's been movies that's actually good that's just going straight to streaming.
Like, also, this is not the movie that's going to get people out of their houses.
That's what I'm saying. I say the first thing, Tenet is probably the only thing that's going to get people going to the movies, back to the movies. So you're going to lose if you bring this out in the theater. So you better off just taking it to streaming.
Because, like, even if you look at the landscape now, everything that's going to be coming out that looks like it's worth going to the theaters for is coming out next summer.
Right. They pushed everything back because right now it's not worth it. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure, I feel like they're going to go straight. They're just going to take this to streaming.
Yeah.
And they kind of like they're going to push that they're taking it to theaters, but they're not. It's going to streaming.
Keep the demand a little bit.
Right. It's going to streaming. So if you got Disney Plus, you're good. But, it looked cool, though. It's like I said, I want to see it.
It's not a movie I don't want to see. I'm not going to say that I don't want to see New Mutants.
Yeah.
I like, y'all seen our review of the trailers and everything. I want to see New Mutants. this is not a movie that's gonna get me out. I'm not gonna go to someone else's house to see this movie.
Right,
You
but
know?
and it's just like this is I'm kind of tired of it's. I'm tired of kids with powers. The YA movies kind of took that over, and it was like that by seeing teenagers, young adults. They all young adults pretty much because
Yeah.
the New Mutants were all teenagers and preteens.
Yeah.
And just seeing that element is pushing me into the YA novel, the YA
Yeah.
territory. It just reminded me of that, and I'm
Like, 'cause
I don't want to hold it against it, but
even the way the New Mutants were handled in the comics, it was very much a bit of that YA.
Right.
Know,
I mean,
energy.
anytime you see kids that's oppressed by adults for whatever reason, it's a YA novel scenario.
And they're always on some high school nonsense, even though they got superpowers.
Right. Well, I mean, it's always from their point of view.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't from adults' point of view where these kids scary. We got to lock them up. It's
Yeah.
you know they doing this to us and they wrong. It's always from their point of view, and y'all got to band together to stop them because you know it's all about the kids.
Right.
You know, and they got powers.
Yeah.
So hopefully it don't be just like. Hopefully they move away from that. Now the horror tone does help.
Now because that's the thing with something like this, when you're messing with a formula that's been done to death, kids
Yeah.
with superpowers,
Right.
you have to do something different. And so when they started teasing that horror aspect, I was so for that because like that's a different take on it. It's almost always kids against adults. You know,
Yeah,
there's some,
right.
There's some evil adults that want to keep them in line, so they got to rebel, and that's
Right.
what almost all this stuff is. And when I was a kid who wanted to rebel, I wasn't into this stuff.
Right. And then it's like, you got powers though. What the fuck? you know what I'm saying?
It's like, do you understand?
But they got ways to keep your
like-
power in check.
like-
Okay, I got you.
Like, yeah, I went to school because I couldn't run faster than the speed of sound or teleport or do none of this other stuff.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
see, the problem I'm having where, okay, it's kids with powers, that's YA novel territory. But the problem I'm having is it's PG-13.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go horror, you're going to have to, you know, because you're trying to get in a young audience.
Yeah.
But if you're going horror, you're going to have to go
Yeah.
all the way.
So on the one hand, PG-13 could be the thing that gives them enough limitation to make them work for the horror, but it never is.
Yeah.
It never is. PG-13 horror is always disappointing.
Every now and then they can pull it off.
Yeah.
Where it's PG. If you know how to make, if you know how to frame things just so eerily, and you know, you got to be a good filmmaker.
Yeah.
And I I don't know who directing this, but
Like,
I
and
kind
you
of
also
doubt
have
if
to
he
have
can
a really
that.
clear vision of the tone of your movie.
Yeah.
You know, PG-13 because you did whatever it took to get into PG-13 without compromising your movie.
Yeah.
You know,
So yeah, that's our reaction for the first 2 minutes of the New Mutants. It was you know, it looked good, it looked interesting. I want to see it when it comes to streaming.
Right.
I'm not trying to go to the movie to see it because of everything that's going on.
Right.
So hopefully they bring it to streaming, and I think they really are. I think that, like I was saying, they was just trying to get some buzz for it by making it look like they're taking it to theaters, but it's probably going to Disney Plus. So whenever it comes out, you will get a review from us on the New Mutants. And I think they might try to squeeze them into the Marvel universe.
Yeah, because
This, I don't know if this is the X-Men. Is this suspended from the X-Men universe?
so like I don't know if this is coming off of the Fox stuff that already exists. I
It
don't-
does, but they might
Like,
try to.
So I don't know if they're gonna try to blend this a little bit, try to put some Easter eggs in. Just
Depends probably how good it does.
Yeah.
If it don't do good, they be like, no, we don't know them.
Well, you know, 'cause like back in the day when Sony still had Amazing Spider-Man, you know, you had in I think it was Avengers or Iron Man, one of the two. They had a throwaway line about people turning into lizards in New York. You know,
Yeah.
so Marvel's been good about saying, okay, that one works. Just in case we can get that down the line, let's put a little something of that in here.
Yeah.
You know? So we'll see how well this does, and that's probably going to tell us whether or not Marvel takes that into account when they start bringing mutants in.
Yeah.
I think right now the impetus for getting that in is probably WandaVision.
Yeah. We'll see. That's another discussion for another day, though.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
so yeah, that's our reaction for New Mutants. So we're gonna wrap the stream up for today. Thanks for checking out the video. If you like the reviews and you like our reactions, please subscribe to the channel.
Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. It's the only way the algorithm even notices that we're still alive.
Yeah.
And of course, as always, comment down below. What do you think of the the movie we reviewed today? What do you think of these trailers? We want to hear from you. And if there's anything you want to see us review, a comic book movie that you think people sleep on, or you just want to hear somebody.
It ain't gotta be a
nice,
comic book movie.
Any movie.
Any movie.
Comment down
Right
below.
now, we doing superhero movies.
Right. We're trying to get some retro reviews in anyways. So if there's a movie that you saw back in the day, you want to hear someone give a fresh take on it, go ahead and comment down below.
Yes. So yeah, like I said, subscribe to the channel if you like it, like our videos. So and hit the alert icon so you get alerts, because a lot of people don't know when we on because they
Right.
don't get their alerts.
And YouTube ain't gonna tell you.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, thanks for checking us out, and we are out of here.
Peace.
Peace.